Oh man, if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 damn times. There are people who know that Tectone's right, and then there are people who don't know that Tectone's right yet. Much like every single content creator with 100% accuracy that I have told you guys is a bad egg, and I've been right 100% of the time. And for those still on the verdict, just give it a couple months. Okay, I once again am feeling myself because we just found out something that I knew people were incentivizing people to do, but they just weren't talking about it now, were they? We are going to go in incredibly fucking hard. Guys, I want to remind you that every single person, every single claim that you have seen on Reddit, I have swiftly disproven. If you have not noticed this, check out my previous video where I go over the I got unbanned video that I posted on my channel, and I go through a Reddit of people saying I did this, I did that, and the reason why so many people try to defame me, the reason why so many people try to discredit me is because they know if I have time, eventually, I am going to fucking ruin them. Over the next, and I want to let you guys know this, over the next 1 to 2 years, you are going to see content creator after content creator, after person come after me as you have for the past 6 years, and one by one, I'm going to take care of business. Because once again, and I will say this before we get into the video, there are people who get that I'm right, and there are people who don't get that I'm right yet. We are about to go fucking in. So, there was a post about a content creator of the name Nerumero. Now, in this video, you will notice they are playing the game Genshin Impact. Nerumero is usually a pretty widely regarded content creator as being a pretty good person. However, the comments made by their management team were a little bit interesting, and we're going to talk about all of this and how apropos that this happens the moment I start to tackle these supposed overly positive hype beast content creators that just truly love the game, even though when they go offline, they talk about how much they hate it. Very interesting. So let's just go ahead and talk about this. Now, this was linked in my Tectone's Degens Discord, or Tectone's Degens, which is my Twitter community. And this is the original post. As you can see, it says, Orewa Konoichi Bing Chilling. However, if you translate it to English, this is the direct translation. The management has asked him to not play Narushio so much. In case you don't know what Narushio is the translation for Wuthering Waves. And when he's talking about how he feels more comfortable playing Wuthering Waves and being in the Wuthering Waves community, the management comments, but you cannot make a living without Genshin Impact, which is just gross. The management is disgusting, but people like this are really disgusting too. His management company is literally forcing him to play Genshin Impact and saying, verbatim, you do not have a career unless you play this game. Now, I want to quote other content creators like Enviosity to kind of show you guys what happens when a CC tries to leave Genshin Impact. In case you guys don't know, there is a reason why many creators are still playing Genshin Impact, even though they don't like the game. Now, this is Enviosity's analytics during Genshin Impact, and this is Enviosity's analytics after playing Genshin Impact, right? It's going down pretty much every single day, and I'm not saying this to be a dick. I'm saying this just because, that's what happens. The same thing happened with OK Code. OK Code used to get around 2,000 viewers, but now he gets around 40, 50. The Genshin, and same thing with MTash. MTash would get thousands of viewers. He swapped the PoE, swapped to another game, and now he gets around 100, 200 viewers. You will lose your career drastically if you do not play this game. And management companies are aware to where if they want these talents to be successful, they say, you must play this fucking game. Now, the reason why this is important is from a professional, analytical, managerial level. These people are manufacturing false hype for their creators who are playing this game, because these people can't go live and say, oh, I hate this fucking game, it sucks, I'd rather play Wuthering Waves. There's a two-pronged attack here happening. So, number one, they are pulling content creators who want to play Wuthering Waves out of the space and saying, no, don't do that, it's not good for analytics. Now, this is very true, and this is something that I've mentioned to a lot of you guys. A lot of people want to know why people shit on Wuthering Waves, people shit on Zenless Zone Zero, people shit on Honkai Star Rail so much. Well, less so Honkai Star, more like Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves. And the reason why that is because there are so many, and I'm about to peel back the curtain, guys. We're about to peel back the curtain. Do you want to know why so many content creators want to go against Wuthering Waves and want to go against Zenless Zone Zero? And they can't just sit there and be quiet. They had to say that, oh, the game looks shit. You want to know why they do that? Because what these content creators do is when they realize that the only game they can get views on, the only game they can get people watching on is Genshin Impact, well, what do they got to do, guys? What do they got to do? They have to discredit and defame every other game so they can signal to their audience without saying it, please continue watching me play Genshin Impact because it's the only game I get views in. Yep, they will put down every other game to put their one game on a pedestal because the only place they can be successful is Genshin Impact. There's a reason why so many content creators go and say Genshin Impact's their favorite game. It's my favorite game ever. It's so good right now. The 5.3 update is insane. Meanwhile, you see them later on their Twitch bitching, moaning, complaining, yawning, looking miserable, looking sad. But if the update was so insane, why do they all look so bored? Why do they all look like they've been doing the same shit for years? And let me tell you why. Because the only success they can get is if they play Genshin Impact. And if they were to swap to any other game, they lose their livelihood. And if they were to constructive criticize the game, they're worried about how the people behind the scenes would take that. So they don't. And the reason why they do it on Twitch is because do you know what platform these managerial companies don't watch? Here we go. Oh, they're not going to like this one. Oh, they're really not going to like this one. Do you know what platform the management companies don't watch? Twitch. You know what they heavily monitor? YouTube. So why, oh why, do you think there's so many content creators who keep things fun, fresh, and positive on YouTube, but if you want my real thoughts, go to Twitch? Because they don't want to get in trouble with the people higher up. Yep. Guys, if you don't think that toxic positivity is a problem in Genshin Impact, you're delusional. If you don't think Wuthering Waves is overhated by disingenuous content creators attempting to put down every other game except for the one game they play, you're delusional. If I've said this once, I've said it a million times. This to me is just, man, it's so nice to see. Management company slipped up. CC said it how it was. And if it's happening there, wonder where else it's happening. Really, really, really not a good look. Really not a good look, but that's just my opinion. Feel very vindicated right now. Feel very, very, very vindicated.